is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Now Harden. Pass to Zubac. Back to Harden. And the layup falls.
Crafty around the hoop. Harden's inside game, I think, deserves a little more love.
To the paint. Lays it up and breaks it in.
And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brown. His last outing, he had 18 points. Indiana moving it around. White, good.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot. And he's made great improvement in that area.
Outside Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Brown. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. To the left side wing. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped. Fires from way outside. Second shot opportunity. With the clock winding down. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. I mean, he's not blocking shots. He's altering them.
Right the pass to Mobley. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. White, wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arm point. White's got a couple of threes now in the first for Indiana. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best ability. Let's go.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Bulls.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Oh, here's Edwards. Harden missing his last, and it's in there.
He does not lack the confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
First one falls for him. Look at Milwaukee. They started their NBA Cup campaign with a victory, looking to get to 2-0 tonight.
Absolutely, and the odds tell you, hey, there is a huge difference between starting 2-0 versus 1-1. So the analytics say this is a huge cup game for them.
And then the situation for the Pacers. The odds are against them in the NBA Cup. An 0-1 record and on the road for this one.
And quite simply, Kevin, if they want to get to that knockout stage, they need to win.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bucks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Edwards against Harden. Baseline jumper. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so White will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Harden against Edwards. Harden left side. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Edwards. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Bucks second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
White with it. 17 points for him last game against Houston. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. No one covering.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
High, arcing shot, and it's good for 2. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Mobley outside. Harden looking it over. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And typically, a strength of hitting 79% on the season.
From a 6th man of the year to MVP, James Harden has had a lot of different roles in the NBA, and he's excelled at every one of them.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Edwards. Lets it go from 14. Count the basket. Edwards got his second bucket tonight.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
James Harden getting it done for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Brown outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
Mobley left side. Zubats kicks to Mobley. There's Brown with the three. The rebound by the Bucks. And Greg, you were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And for the Pacers, we've got Trey Murphy. Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Ivica Zubats. And it's Mobley in at the 4. The first one falls. Well, the league has made sure the NBA Cup has dedicated nights on the calendar for this tournament in order to accentuate these group stage games.
And I like that format because it makes it clear to the players and fans that these games mean something more than a normal regular season game.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than that.
Brown outside. Shoots over Kobe. That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
To the middle. Oh, tough to finish it off. Beauty.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player.
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Brown against Kobe. Back to Brown. Udoka pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Rockets.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done.
And Brown throws it down hard.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. In a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting 2 men in the league. 5th best, Anthony Edwards.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mobley outside. Back to Brown. Latrey. No basket. Missed number 5 out of his 8 shots. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. This is their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And they won the season series last year against this club, but fell to them in the postseason.
When it really counted, they came up short. But it's another season and a chance here to gain confidence in this matchup.
And puts them in the lead. 5 points in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. O'Connor checked in for Indiana. Derek White comes in for Trey Murphy. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Mobley looking it over. Ball against White. Down low. Here's Mobley. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Edwards. Finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Rocket 6. Another shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat.
And you know for that matchup with Washington, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Inside. Out to White. Puts up a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bryant dishes the ball. Outside Edwards. Out to the wing. Outside Ball. On the wing, Bryant. And here's Edwards from the arc. That one no good. Indiana trailing here. On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Kobe. Harden against Kobe. Shoots over Kobe. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. You know, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Here's White. He just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Monster buzzer beater there. Helps carve into that deficit. Now it's anybody's game.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. You know, we got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Rumble. They're measuring up the shot.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less financial security and more about prolonging the effort simply to develop the game.
So with Bryant sitting on the bench, here's the foul for Doc Rivers right now. Indiana shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that one falls for White.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And it's tied up with that one. Buck shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. To the inside. Here's Udoka. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And it's the Bucks on the break. Plays it up over the bench. He's got 8.
Edwards moving that orange like a real pro.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for it. Zubac finds White. Buries it from three-point range. White's got 14 points for the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Harden against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Good. Nice job down low. And the Bucks lead by 1. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Pass to Brown for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Second in field goal percentage, and they're also top 5 in three-point shooting. Some being the scheme, but also this group's put in a lot of practice.
And I did want to bring up their field goal percentage again, Greg. You can't have good shooting without good ball movements, and they've been terrific in that regard. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. Look at Edwards. Sliding home the 3.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Now White. Mobley with it. Here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. Zubac, that's good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Bucks working the ball around. Edwards can't hit. Indiana's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Brown kicks to Mobley. Fires for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's White. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long.
Pass to Udoka. That's at 5 from 18. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Porzingis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryant comes in for Edwards. The Pacers also changing it up. Okongwu comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Mobley. White the pass to Harden. Back to White. Pass to Okongwu. Inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Fifth best, the Bucks.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Indiana leading. Outside, White. There's a good screen. Kicks it out to Harden. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 15.
Harden skilled off the dribble, off the catch. He can flat out score.
It's stolen by Brown. The finish. White with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Second chance shot. Count the basket and the foul. That one on White.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Number 15.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.50 seconds left to play in the third. Brown with the screen on Porzingis. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give them that much room. They're fortunate to miss them.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's a really aggressive play that time from Porzingis, refusing to back off of his shot and able to draw the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And the first one at the line is good.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okongwu. Here's White. A three-pointer off the mark. Brings it home with one hand. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
Derek White has been on display for the Pacers. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team, Greg, to be more physical and aggressive.
Something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough and physical.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Mobley is out there with Brown. Then there's Derek White. Then it's Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Brown the pass to Harden. Back to Brown. shot and sends him to the line.
First 10 foul. Line for the Pacers. Jalen Brown. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And Brown drops them both.
You've got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
Down low. The three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Pacers lead by 3.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Outside, White. Pass to Mobley. To the middle. Ball stolen. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. White the pass to Mobley. On the wing, Brown. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Udoka. Nailed from 3-point land. Right down the line till anyone's balking.
All the energy both sides have expended. Both teams still hungry for the win.
Harden outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Harden. Brown outside. No good from outside. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. Outside Edwards. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's one up. And it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
Brown dishes to White. It's tipped. Edwards with it. He's picked up by White. There's Anthony Edwards. Boom! He changes straight down. He knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it. And with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. over to our terrific reporter, David Allman. David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Left in the fourth quarter. And that one drops.
Taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
And the shot is good. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
So many big moments for Brown in his career. No sweat there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. They'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Zubac.
At the line for Milwaukee, number 0.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Brown outside. White looking around. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go without the contact.
As long as the fighter, he's close inside, he's committed to run aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
And that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for White.
Nicely done. Not much separating these teams. That's when you have to make good at the line.
52 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Harden. Pass to Brown. Back to Harden. Counted in the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
Good, James Harden. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Steps back and fires. That shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was one too. He wanted the ball, and nobody else was taking that shot.
In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Please give a big round of applause for your punch. That's big.
Then get you back to the action. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. They've got Mobile. White is out there with Harden. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Brown, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Indiana shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. That's the 3 fly. Traps in the tray. Brown's got 22 points.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. It's good.
You know, coaches will take possession like that all day long from now use of the screen.
Brown feeling out a bit. Udoka pulls it in. Udoka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Pacers pull it in. Mobley's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Zubac. Indiana moving the ball. And it's Brown missing.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for the defense.
Basket good. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to let the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
It's deflected. And rolls against Harden. Into the lane. The rim rolling two-handed jam.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Brown outside. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. He's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Yes!
Defense let's face it, they have their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's characteristic.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Here's White. No good on the quick three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's the Bucks ball. Edwards drawing the double team. That's good on the and it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Kicks it out to Harden. Mobley outside. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
Shooting 2.
This free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see them knock them down there.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 6. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Mobley. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
They've been a totally different squad here in the overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy.
Drills the 3-pointer. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win, and they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third man in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
We misbehave, gotta keep an eye on my slim, cause he's shady. He ain't know what he was doing, I had to school, teach you how to turn. I'm a tutor, how you jumping out of foreign pockets filled with all. I'm riding with a cougar, red and green Gucci sweater on, just like Freddy Krueger. Everybody around me family, we don't do recruiting. Everybody around me.